Welcome back to Six Ashes for episode 2 with me, MrSealyp. What a glorious way to start the day. I'm over at the post office. Mrs. Holland runs the post office here. I had some parcels to send, so I thought I'd have a wander over. Didn't bring the hoverboard with me this time. She has just tipped me the wink, though, that there is a tractor available for sale in the local area. Just as they have up at the main garage workshop, the New Holland dealership, she has a little notice board, pin board there for advertising everything, bikes and lawnmowers, and you can get jobs offers and all sorts of stuff on there. So I've come to a decision. I know I'm only one episode in. We've done one video, but here's the thing: contracts that I'm picking up, cultivating contracts, and I don't mind how many I do. I'll do 50. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. But the problem is I'm losing, if not a third, if not half, more like a third, on every contract because I'm borrowing equipment. Now I know that's how contracts have always worked, but the thing is, if the contracts aren't paying out very much and you're losing a third of that anyway, I'm not gaining as much as I could be. So what I want to do is go to the bank, cap in hand, and see if I can get a loan. Not a massive loan, just enough to buy a tractor and a couple of bits of equipment. Now I could have done that right off the bat. If I'd have started the game as people would do normally on New Farmer, then I'd have the money. But if you look at the contract that I've got my eye on, it's quite a good one. But you lose 3,117 of that contract of a 7,912 contract. That's a huge amount of money. If I had my own vehicle, I would get all of that, not losing. Now, and like I say, I know that's how contracts work and have always worked. But like I say, had I come on and started with 100,000, or not even that, 75,000, 80,000, or I'd have just come on and said, I've got no money, but I do have a tractor and I do have a cultivator, I do have a tractor, I do have a trailer. So starting with zero it's a tricky prospect anyway, and there was no doubt in my mind I was going to have to get a loan at some point. Now I could have gone on today just doing contracts, and I could have done cultivating jobs all day long, and only got 2/3 or a third or a half of the money I could have got. Then tomorrow morning woke up and said, I need to go to the bank and get a loan. So I might as well do it now. That's the decision I've made, rightly or wrongly. I need a tractor. At the end of the day, I could lease one, but that's a false economy because I'm going to need to use it long term, and every hour I use it, it's going to cost me money. This is so pretty down here, isn't it? Look at the colours. It's just amazing. I mean, look at that. Loving it. So yeah, that, rightly or wrongly, however you feel about it, that's what's going to happen. Yeah. Farm Dog doesn't like the idea. He's not happy about me getting a loan, but I would have had to at some point. The diehards out there would have said, you just carry on. You said you were going to do, and I could have gone through 3-4 game days, because I'm doing 6-day season, so I would have still been in spring, and I could have plugged away. But it's a false economy. At the end of the day, if I can be earning the maximum amount, why wouldn't I? And then in 3-4 days' time say, I'm going to get a loan and get a tractor. Or by then I could have earned enough money just chugging away to get my own anyway. Whichever way round, At least this way the extra money that I'm getting for each contract will cover the interest. Then when I get to a point where I'm earning enough money, what I will do is start paying off the loan. So, you know, I think I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask for 150 grand. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to need that much. Whatever I don't use, I'm going to give back. So I'll try and work out a deal with the bank to see whether or not that can be something like a sale or return idea. What I don't use, I'll give back. So what I've got to do now is ring the bank. It won't open till 9, so oh, it's so pretty. I could just, like I said, I could just go around this map and just walk around and drive around and just with a big smile on my face. But I've got stuff to do, farming and stuff. So I need to speak to the bank manager. Oh, it's gonna be an interesting phone call, isn't it? Right, I'm on the main road. We have an appointment just after 9. It's 8:23. I'm waiting for the bus. The road up that direction takes me to Bridge North. Charles the First. There was a quote from Charles the First saying that the view from Bridge North was the best in all of his kingdom. Something along those lines. I might take MrSealyp there. It looks like a beautiful place. I've been looking up and looking at the area, doing a bit of research. Oh, that's scary going past there. And it looks a really lovely place to visit. So you know what? I might well do that. I might go there for a weekend or something. Take MrSealyp. Sounds nice. I don't want to edge out too far into the traffic to see if the bus is coming, but it should be coming. So I mean, these cement lorries are hammering on this road. Anyway, by the time I get the bus, get up there, we should be okay to make our 9 o'clock appointment. I will see you in a minute. Well, in a few minutes. That went better than I thought it was going to. We've got 150 grand. Sale or return. There we go, look at the side house. My new haunt, my new hangout. Yeah, all I've got hope now is that all the machinery I want, they've actually got available. And then I'll go down and I'll pick up the tractor. But first, what I think I will do is I'll accept the contract I was going to accept using my own equipment. I hope it all works out and I get the stuff I was going to get. Otherwise this could be a problem now. Right, let's go and buy some stuff. So, 27,300 spent on equipment, which is here. Selection of front loader, big bag handler. That is an absolute given. I will always use one of those. And this, I've got the case crumbler. For starting out, low horsepower requirement, really cheap, 10 metre width. For doing cultivating contracts and getting a load done, that's, for me, that's the way to go. And I went for the basic Strautmann SEK trailer. I've gone for the bale version, but I can change that to a 4,000, 8,000 and 12,000 litre version if I want to. Those are my starting pieces of machinery. Of the 150,000 loan, we haven't used that much. Now I'm hoping I can pick up this tractor fairly cheaply, but I don't know if I can. So, back over to the post office, speak to Miss Holland. She's going to get on the phone, and hopefully we can source this tractor. I'll go and have a look at it, and let's go and grab it. I want to try and get some cultivating done, if I can. I really hope it's still there. I wasn't gone that long. So, £50,890 has just changed hands, which for the tractor I've just bought is an absolute result. What I am going to do though is go back into here. Nope, finances page. I can't get it exactly right. I'm only going to leave myself with 5,449. So we've given back everything we don't need. That was part of the proviso. Now let's go and collect it. Right, so coming on the lane, let's just get my map out. Let's have a look. It should be just up here on the right. I think it's this house here. It, like I say, just over 50 grand. It's 195 horsepower. Fairly old machine, but I think it's going to be absolutely perfect. And even if it's just a starting out machine, it's a Fendt. Now, there was another farm not far from here had a Hurleyman. The Hurleyman was double the price. It was going to be about 97 grand, I think it worked out, and it was about 5 or 6 horsepower less. So it just kind of made sense. I mean, the paint's a little bit faded and it's an older tractor, but this will do exactly what we need it to. So let's go. I need to go and grab the cultivator. And let's get this cultivating job done with our new tractor. Like I say, I think just for the fact we can earn every penny will be ours. Oh, these door pillars on all of these tractors are horrendous for turning, aren't they? It's going to work out. The money we'll make will more than cover the interest, and then we get to a point where if we're making enough money we'll then start chipping away at the loan, but for the time being, yeah, it just makes sense. As well as speaking to Mrs. Holland, I've been looking through local magazines, I've been looking through Farmers Weekly, or anywhere I could find tractors. Spoke to the guys at the New Holland store, and there are a load about, all varying ages, all varying prices, varying horsepowers, but I think for the size and the price, the quality of the vehicle, man, the traffic. I'm just going to go for it, I think. So, well, that car flew up behind me, didn't it? As long as it keeps a respectful distance, we'll be absolutely fine. Now, while we are... Actually, I'll wait till I get... I was hoping I could just keep this going in a straight line, but I'm always conscious. You should never look at your phone whilst driving. But, very quickly, field 8. Don't know where that is. We'll find it. It'll still be massive, won't it? Of course it is. I'm just enjoying. I don't know. Is there something about it? I think because recently what I've been doing video-wise, it's a whole change of pace. It's a a different style, different way of doing things. But let's back up. Actually, you know what I might do? I think I'll grab the front loader while I'm here. We might as well have it on. I think I might the front loader. I might have got the 60, not the 30. Might be a little bit too big. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. I'll come back for the trailer later. We don't need that just yet. So up to that. There we go. Goes out of the way. We'll grab the cultivator. I'm still indicating. We'll come back for the lifter. Oh, I suppose I could have come back for the loader, couldn't I? I can't quite see my attachment, but it's there somewhere. There we go. I'm going to knock into this, aren't I? Yep. Silly place for him to put it in it. So, let's go. Field 8, where are we? Ten, 11. Okay, that explains why it's such an actually, it's not too far. How we get into it though? I don't suppose it's going to be there, is it? It's going to be up the lane. It's probably going to be all the way around there, isn't it? Or unless I can get it from this side. Oh, we'll find it. We'll find our way in. With a 10 metre cultivator, we should be alright. Oh, traffic's alright. Let's go. Wow. Okay. Maybe this is a little bit too wide. This is going to prove interesting. Just think it's overhanging a little bit. I just got clipped by that car going past. We're going to be very cautious of this, aren't we? It's going the other way. I'm worried we're going to hit the lampposts. Okay. Avoid signs, avoid oncoming traffic. Oh no, cement lorry. Ooh. Okay, well. Might have to have a rethink. Oh man, doesn't matter how far I pull over. Oh, cement lorries. So this is the field to my left. Just where I can get into it. It does mean I can start knocking out a few of the cultivating contracts and it not... Oh, the fence stopped there. Oh, that's alright. Cool. Oh no, out by a bit. It's that big field. Although this thing absolutely motors. So, for less than, what was it, did it come out in? About 120 grand, was it? 120 grand, tractor, cultivator, trailer, front loader, bag lifter. This field is rather large. This is going to take a while. What time is it now? Oh no. When did that happen? Got to be careful of that. Right. Yeah, different machinery. It's my own. This is going to be the next step forward. And hopefully I can make a little bit of money so I can start investing in whatever next. Because as we start moving through the seasons, I'm going to need different machinery for different jobs. If some of the jobs pay out really well and using the farmer's equipment doesn't eat in too much the finances, in those situations I will borrow equipment. But for doing this, and this is going to be an ongoing thing and something I do a lot of, it just made more sense to buy. Also, I'm going to need to find a repair shop somewhere. Maybe one of the farmers, one of the guys in the bar, the pub will know. They'll know of someone locally somewhere I can get stuff repaired. Field 8. It's Field 8 1, isn't it? It's almost done. Whether you're an online YouTuber, a vlogger, a real life YouTuber, whatever it is, microphones are hugely important. Look at that view. I'm just gonna, I haven't quite finished, but I'm just going to drive over the top here because I want to just be able to look out. Oh man, look at it. Fantastic. Yeah, it turns out my mic on my headset just... I started recording and I started getting the crackling, I started getting all sorts of problems. I went back into edit and found the whole first section of the video that I recorded. My voice wasn't on it at all. The sound was here for the actual video. Tractor sounds and all the ambient sounds, but no mic. Then it started cutting in and cutting out. Then it was crackling horrendously. So a bit of fiddling around with multiple headsets and let's fill that up. Yeah, with multiple headsets. SealyG had her old one that she'd had problems with. My wife had one from when we did like family stuff together, so I've kind of been mixing and matching. They're all the same headset type. I've got Elite Atlas, Turtle Beach Elite Atlas, but yeah, I don't know what went wrong with it, but it's sorted now. I think it's sorted now. Anyway, we'll see when I come to edit this bit. So, Field 8 done. It's now 12:23. It's taking time. It is, you know, it really is eating into the day. And as I said before, this is not something I've experienced before. Right, so... Oh, we've got some sewing contracts popped up. Oh, that's interesting. Well, what I might do is pick up a load more cultivating ones that are available, and then turn my attention, probably in the next episode, not in this one. We'll get some sewing done because that's a different job. Might do some transporting. I've also got some income supplements that we can do, some supplementary income we're going to be looking at as well. That'll be coming soon. That's interesting. That's a really small sewer though. Yeah, wow. Field 61, let's accept the contract. Then we'll have a look and see where it is. Field 61 is there. Where am I? Oh, here. Oh, it's just across the road. I'm assuming we'll go right then left. Down there, I suppose. As I said earlier, it's all this side of things that I'm enjoying. It's just a change of pace. It's a different different feel, you know. It's great. We're up to 13 grand. Oh no. Can't see down the road. Whoa. Okay, you know what? Move over. Whoa. And go that side. Must forget do my old man thing of leaving my indicators on. So we think it's down here. I said we do. I think it's down here. Let's get my sat map open. There we go, look. Let's hop out. I was panicking then, thinking, oh seriously, this can't be. Still catching, come on, just ping round. Nope. Ah, come on. We're in! Just didn't swing round wide enough. I just got quite a long boom on this, hasn't it? Now, as I said earlier, you don't want to see me cultivating every single field. That's better. Of course, a bumpy old field, this one. And at 2 o'clock, field 61 is done. I've got to see if I can get out of the field without making a mess of it. What do I want? Press that one. And then folding it is, I'm just trying to think. Just trying to use my side panel and I've forgotten which one. There we go. Folds it up. Cruise control. And on to the next. And so on and so forth. What I'll probably do is do the next couple and I'll sort of show you the end result. It's probably the best bet. Like I say, otherwise you're watching the same thing over and over again. Collect on that. Let's find one that pays out fairly well. I'm quite tempted. Oh no, that's corn. That's only a 3 metre goal. 372. I've got to buy the seed, haven't I? Accept that. Field 54. Yes. Oh, that's going to be an interesting one to get to. I'm looking at the map then. That's down past my house. Take a turning round and up this side way here, I reckon. Actually, I might be better off going from here straight around past Charlotte's livery stables, past the lime station, the pub, fishery, and back up that way. I think that's what we'll do. Assuming, of course, I can get out of here. Let's go straight and try and turn without hitting the fence. Are we out? I think we are. Let's put the beacons on because we're blocking the road. Beacon. Beacons. Beacon. Okay. Well, just want to see if I'm going on the correct route. Like I said, I'm enjoying driving the map. Even, and this is a small tractor, but this feels big down here, doesn't it? Looking at the tyres, that's probably because you can see the tyres moving as well, because I haven't got front fenders on this. I thought rather than go onto the main road and then back in again, where I've got to try and avoid traffic because of the width of my cultivator. What time is it? 17 minutes past 2. Just thinking, is it worth popping into the pub for a swift half? I shouldn't really. Not when I'm working. And that's wasting precious time. I could be earning money to spend in the pub later. Oh. I just have to turn around in the pub car park. Can't get through. I'm going all the way around. I was convinced I could get away with it, but even this one folded. Nope. Reality check. Where do I... It's out the back, isn't it? Can I get through here? Or am I going to get stuck here as well? So long, 10-metre cultivator. It was fun while it lasted. Oh. The other one's cheaper, I suppose. The one I'm going to get. Let's go and sort that now. I'm sure it's the front cultivator. Look at the tines on it. The way round they are. We'll go. There's disc harrows, but the Catros is a 6. Man, it's 31 grand though. I want something super cheap, which I think I can do under cultivators if I go for the 6M, which is there. 6M cultivator, 7 grand. 180 horsepower. Well, I've got just about enough horsepower, but looking at it where the 3-point link is and then look at the direction of the tines, that's a front cultivator, isn't it? Or did I dream it? I might have trouble though. Let's buy it. Only time will tell. So what we'll do is we'll jump in this, grab our front cultivator, put the trailer on the back, drop the trailer off at the farm, and then we'll get down to that field, or find our way to that field, and see if this works. This has got to be better for going down the road, although my visibility might not be great, but... Does that look any better? Please tell me. I'm not going smaller than that. I don't want to get into 3... No, I am not buying a 3-metre cultivator. No, it's not happening. I refuse. It cannot. It will not happen. Well, at least we're getting to try out some different stuff, aren't we? And you're all getting to see a bit more of the countryside. So, down to the farm, drop off the trailer. For my supplementary income, which will probably be in the next video, I'm probably going to need to get the trailer adjusted, which is going to mean locating that workshop. I've also potentially got a long-term contract, I mean much longer term, for horses, for stabling a couple of horses. But again, we'll get onto that later. I'm going to go across my lawn. I need to put a shelter or something on here really, don't I? I'm still indicating, see what I mean? Old man. Scientist without hitting the loader, which I'm now going to do with the front cultivator. That will do. Disconnect that. There you go. Knew I was going to hit it. I'm having an absolute mare at the moment. Well, it's got nothing on the back causing any obstructions. Sat map open. Next turn on the left, and it should snake around the barn. The barn's just there. There's no gate, that's good. I have got my eye out as well. At some point I want to get a big grass field for the purposes of making silage, etc. So we fly it around here. Oh, blimey. What field am I doing? I don't think there's a track here, is there? Have I misjudged this? Am I supposed to be on the other side of that hedge? Field 54. That's the one I want, isn't it? Yeah. Oh. Flippity gibbets. There we go. I will get better, I promise. There we go. This might be a little bit easier, mightn't it? Let's see if this has got any oomph though. The other one went at 12 miles an hour as well. This is horrible. I don't think I've got enough oomph, have I, for this? Blimey. This is going to make cultivating so much longer. Especially on a big field like this. I'm doing half the speed I was doing with the last one. You know, I think I'm just going to curl up in the corner of the field and cry, I think. Let's find a little corner, or in the hedge. Right, I'm going to do something naughty now. People aren't going to like it. I'm going to try it. See if it makes any difference at all. Like I was saying though, realistically, farms and fields this size, lanes and parts of the country, farmers will run 3, 4, 5 metre equipment. That's where my mindset's got to change. It's not always going to be really rapid. Oh right, now hang on a minute. Is it still cultivating though? Oh, it's not. No. I thought it would work like the plough. You know the other one. There's a plough, the Lizard 6M plough that will work either way round. No. I am seriously tempted to just go back and buy the other one back and say, you know what, I'll just have to make the best of it. Oh, what am I doing? I'll just have to take my time and work out my routes to get to places I don't know, and I've got the best patience in the world. Honestly, I don't mind taking ages doing jobs, but the thought of doing a field like this with this size for the payment I'm going to get, it's the problem with cultivators as well. The horsepower requirements for larger cultivators is off the charts. You know what? Just have to suck it up. Suck it up, Buttercup, and just get on with it. So it might take me a few hours. So be it. I'm getting a lot of wheel slip though as well. This is 195 horsepower tractor and the cultivator requires 180. Give it any kind of slope, any gradient, no. At least I can see where I'm going with it, I suppose. I know what I'm going to be doing for a while. We're up to 19,902. Where did we start? 3,000 and something we were at, weren't we, when we came on? That's not bad going. Not at all. I wonder if I need a rear weight, maybe. Got weights on the rear wheels, but I mean, looking at it, it looks huge for the tractor, doesn't it? In my head I'm thinking, oh, this is horrendous, it's so small, but it really isn't. It's only when you kind of look at it from outside you think that's actually big for this. And I've said before, when I was at Agritechnica and various different farm shows and stuff I've been to, and we kind of scoff and laugh at 3 metre this and 4 metre that, and everyone wants to go big, you know. You stand in front of a 6 metre cultivator, they are huge. They look massive. And then when you see the really big stuff, it is mind-blowingly big. Are we back round to where we started yet? Not yet. Oh, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 10 past 3. We've only done, what, 3 jobs today? Oh no, it's done it again. I don't understand that. How has the clock changed? Did I press a button by mistake on my side panel? So it should be even later than that. Yeah, I was just going to say, that's the scary thing about this is being on ×5. Just how little you can get done in a day. I think I've spoilt myself for so long playing on ×1, and I know a lot of people say, oh, you should play on ×5 anyway, you should, you know, especially with seasons, and I just never have, you know. And I think again it was unrealistic what I was doing, because I was getting so much done in every day because I wasn't running at a sensible timescale, you know. To plough a field this big will take you hours, or cultivate. I was cultivating a field this size in about 25 minutes. So I suppose you look at that and think, well, that's just ludicrous. You couldn't do that in a normal, you know, in a day. You know, it will take you hours. Ah, you know what? I'm losing the light again. Oh no. Right, so down the pub tonight, I'm having a chat with the fellas, and we're going to have a serious talk about this supplementary income. We're going to have a look at some other alternatives on top of contracts, work that's going to... This is my first year. I don't own anything. I own no land, I own no animals, I've got nothing of my own. In this first year, realistically, I'm going to spend a lot of the year doing work for other people just to get to a point where I can buy my own land. It's probably going to be into year 2 before I can really have anything tangible to say, look, this is mine, you know. But again, I don't mind. That doesn't matter. That feels more real, you know, rather than within 3 days. Again, I've just been spoilt with other farms, you know. You know what? In all the time it's taken me to do this, I've had a bit of an epiphany, and I've mentioned it. The weird thing is, I'm saying it out loud, but in my head, that switch hadn't flicked. You know, that it's an entirely different type of gameplay. Interestingly, looking at the analytics from the first episode. Thank you to everyone's support, everyone's comments, everyone's ideas. Got a load of dislikes. I'm not quite sure. Maybe people don't like the more realistic. I mean, I say I'm not playing realistically, but it's a different pace. It's a different way of doing it. Personally, I feel this is way more of a challenge. This is kind of... It's going to take longer to get where I wanted that on my Stone Valley series. And you know, much as I am and have enjoyed playing every episode of that, I love it. The change in pace, the change in machinery, everything. It has been too easy to make money. And I know that sounds ridiculous because it's still taking me a while. I'm going to finish this. I have been of late, even though it says contract finished. I know people are saying it's pointless. Just if you just take the money, it's going to take me a couple of minutes to finish off. It's not the end of the world. It is a complete change in the way you tackle everything. I had a bit of a break. I came out. I sat and watched some George Saunders, watched some Tom Pemberton, watched some other guys, and watching them do it. Like I said earlier about George Saunders, so what if you've only got a 4-metre cultivator? So what if you've only got a 6-metre cultivator? So what if it takes you 4 hours to do a field? That's how it is in the real world, you know. And that is, you have to flick that switch mentally. Some people just can't and won't. And again, like I said earlier, I got spoiled. I was so much in the habit of using certain bits of machinery, and you try to get the biggest machinery you can to get the jobs done as quickly as you can, to make the most money you can as fast as possible. You know, it's kind of the way you judge progression, how you judge progress. Having done this with this cultivator, there's an incredible sense of achievement. I'm looking around the field thinking, I did that, and I did it properly. You know, I don't know, it's weird, it's hard to explain. Some of you will get it, some of you won't, and I totally understand that. Although I have been, while I've been driving, I've been looking online on my tablet in the cab at alternative cultivator harrows, you know, all sorts of, you know, disc harrows, and just ones that may be same width or maybe a little bit smaller or a little bit bigger, that require less horsepower. That may mean I need to go and borrow another £5 from the bank manager or something like that. But that being said, we're done on this field. Now, apologies to anyone watching this. It's the second episode and saying, oh blimey, this is going to get really boring if all you're going to do is cultivate. It's not what I'm going to do. This is me finding my feet. I'm trying to get my head around still. Don't need the work lights on, just the front ones. And we'll put that on like so. Still for me, having the time on ×5 is for me, I know it sounds ridiculous, it's mind-boggling. I'm trying to get my head around the fact that I'm only getting 3 jobs done, 4 jobs in a day, you know? I can't bang through 15 contracts in a day, that's just not going to happen. So again, another, you know, switching the mind to say, you know, this is your new reality, this is how things are going to be. I can see this being a slightly longer than usual series. I can see it being incredibly challenging. I can see it being incredibly fulfilling. I am so looking forward to this. I honestly, the challenge that this offers up, you know, getting caught on gates and fences, and you know, it's forcing me to scale down. It's forcing me to say, you know what, you can't go big. I mean, even this folded up, going down this lane, those quarters, I think it's the quarters they're called, are so close to the hedges at the side. That's reality in the country lanes around England and Britain, and you know, that's how it is. So with that, all that being said, next episode is not going to be cultivating. I'm probably going to pick up some sewing contracts. Like I said, I'm going to do some alternative supplementary income that a few people have suggested. Duncan down the pub has been very helpful with a few suggestions. I mean, that just about goes through there. Yeah, it's been very helpful. I'm going to probably pop to the store, but it's probably closes about 7 o'clock. They normally stay open a little bit later just to allow farmers to grab stuff if they need to. So I may well change this cultivator between now and the morning. But what I am going to do is pop down the pub, chat to the blokes, sort out next steps, because with seasons on and the way I'm doing things, it requires a lot more forethought, it requires a lot more planning. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab my hoverboard, I'm going to head down the pub. Oh, I'll tell you what I didn't do. Didn't collect on my contract, did I? A whole £2,194. But I'm going to take that. Whoa. 23,000. Look at the size of the machinery. There's no way I'll get that in to fill. Well, filled 8. Maybe I would. That's a mad amount of money. How some of them are really low. That is bonkers. What I might do is pick up one of these contracts straight away so they don't disappear by the morning. But I'll do that. Right, we're up to £22,000. Not bad for a day's work, if you ask me. Well, you're not asking me, I'm just saying it anyway. So, another day comes to an end. I'm not anticipating each episode being a day. I think, don't know, I don't think so. That's just the way it's turned out. I know it's probably illegal to go down the road on these, and you know, especially in the UK. No one likes anyone having fun. No, make it illegal. Stop people enjoying themselves. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I'm finding my feet. I will get myself sorted. It won't all be as much of a car crash as this one has been. If you have enjoyed it, if you are enjoying it, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.